Hey, I'm a local dentist here in Boise, Idaho, and just trying to figure out what we can do in our lives and help in any way possible. We've been asked to reduce our practices to just essential and emergent needs, which I think is great. But as I've been looking around trying to learn more and more about what's going on and figure out the best things for me and my practice and my patients and my family, I found a really cool thing and wanted to share it. It's a mask that we can print with our 3D printers that a lot of us have in our dental offices. This was designed by a neurosurgeon in Montana. They call it the Montana mask. As you'll see, I'm going to type in Montana mask and it'll come up to this billingsclinic.com, and you will see this fine Dr. Dusty Richardson, and you can watch and see how he's designed this. It's pretty cool. Here's an example of one that I printed with my printer, and you'll see there's this little filter sleeve and the mask itself. All the other parts, the fabric or the filter there and the elastics came from a regular mask that we use in our clinic. He talks about it being able to supply 6 filters from one mask. I opened up one of our masks and cut it, and it only fit 4, and you can see it fits in there just perfectly. So you can get 4 uses out of one mask. Pretty awesome. They also recommend that on the inside, this was designed to fit his face. But his face is probably not exactly the same as ours. You'll see on the video if you watch, it's pretty cool. They did a facial scan, a 3D rendering of his face, and designed this mask to fit over it. But since we're in a dental office, you can paint polyvinyl siloxane adhesive on the inside here, and take some polyvinyl siloxane and outline it, and then seat it into your face so it molds pretty well to your face and seals. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of these I've seen online as I've looked around. This is the one I thought would be most helpful just because it's less filtration material. Get more uses out of a mask if you're going to do that. So as you can see, if I put it on, it does a pretty good job fitting to my face already. These will go back and around my ears. Again, this is just parts from a mask that I already had. And all I would need to do is paint that adhesive and put the impression material on it so it seals really well for me. But I thought it was pretty cool. People are printing them for their families, for their clinics. I know in some communities I've heard they're printing them for the hospital frontline healthcare workers, which is pretty neat, or they're printing them for their own office, for their own emergency and essential needs, and then donating their product that they had in hand already to, again, the frontliners that are helping with this situation. Pretty cool. Might want to try it. If you have it, go to that billingsclinic.com, and you can actually see down here and click on the 3D files and print it in your Formlabs printer. I'll just show you real quick what that kind of looks like. Let me see if I can find it. I'll pull it up in my preform software. I'll show you on the screen here in just a second. It's opening up on another screen. This is what it ends up looking like. This is with gray resin. I printed this with denture tooth resin B1. I printed another one in clear and again one in gray just to see how it did, and it did pretty well. Recommendation: after you print it, take a little sandpaper and smooth off any of the little bumps if you'd like. Nice thing is you can disinfect this material. A lot of the dental materials we use already are safe for human use, right? The denture tooth material, the LT clear resin, which we can use for bite splints. You can use as surgical guide material. There's a lot of different things you can use. There's pink, denture-based resin if you wanted. So give it a shot. Might be helpful for you.